Hello and welcome to Math with Otu. In this video, we want to calculate the perimeter of this irregular shape. And I want to show you how easy it is. It's also a past question from the NCE. Right? Now we have this shape, right, made of straight lines, polygon, right? But it's irregular, so we have different lengths across the shape. So we have to find the perimeter. So remember that when we are calculating the perimeter of a shape, we have to find the distance around the shape, right? And here, because you have so many lines, you have to make sure that you don't leave anyone out, right? There are different ways to solve this kind of question, all right? But first, let's look at this method. We want to look for the length of all the sides. Ensure you find the length of all the sides. Alright, that's the method one want to use. Let's find the length of all the sides. We know this is 3, right? We know this is 5, 1.5 centimeters. But we don't know this, right? So where can we find it? Right? Okay. Do we have any opposite line equal? Yes, we have. Here is 1.5. So that means this also will be 1.5 centimeters. Alright, then we know this, or we don't know this. Alright, so we can see that this is opposite to this, and then we're sure that it's also 1.5 centimeters. Now we'll continue. We have 2 centimeters, 1.5 centimeters, 3 centimeters, or we don't know this. Alright, we don't know this. So what's this length? Okay, so we have this length to be 1.5, alright, but we don't know this, but we know the total length from this point to this point to be 3 centimeters. So if we trace this 1.5 to this point, that means this is 1.5 centimeters. I'm going to take that off because we don't need it. Alright, so this is 1.5, and then the remaining portion is this length. Can you see it? This length. Right, so that means if we take away 1.5 from 3, we'll have this length. Since you could also have it here. From this point to this point is 3 centimeters. Right? Then we know that from this point to this point is 1.5. Right? So now for us to know, let's call this x. Right, for us to know this point, we have to subtract 1.5 from 3, and that will give us x. So if you take away 1.5 from 3 centimeters, that will give us another 1.5 centimeters. So that means this one is 1.5 centimeters. Alright, I'm just going to take that off. Right, so we don't confuse it in our perimeter calculation. So I'll take that off. So the only dimension I'm going to leave will be the ones of the lines here. Right, no extra sides. Now we are left with the last part, the longest part of the shape. Okay, so how do we get the length? We just bring down the opposite from the top. So from this point to this place, we know it's 3 centimeters. Then 2 centimeters to this point, we bring it down, we know it's 2 centimeters. From here to this point, we know it's 4 centimeters. And then from this point down, we know it's 1.5 centimeters. Please remember that it's not drawn to shape, okay, to scale, alright? Alright, it's just a sketch. So with this, we found the length of all the sides. Okay, so this longest side will be 1.5 plus 4 plus 2 centimeters plus 3 centimeters. Alright, so for us to do this, we can then add everything together. Alright, so I'm going to quickly do that. And okay, so let's just quickly do that. We have 3 plus 1.5, 4.5, plus 1.5. So that's 4.5 plus 0.5, that's 5, plus 1, 6, plus 4, 10. 10 plus 1.5 will be 11.5. 11.5 plus 2, that's 13.5. 13.5 plus the 0.5 will be 14, then plus 1 will be 15. Then 15 plus 3 is 18, okay? So I got 18 up onto this point. I'll continue. 18 plus 1.5 is 19.5, okay? 19.5 plus 3 will be 22.5 plus 2. 22.5 plus 2 will be 24.5. 24.5 plus 4 will be 28.5. 28.5 plus 0.5 will be 29. And 29 plus 1 will be 30. So I got my perimeter to be 30 centimeters. Great. Alright, if I'm doing this in exam, I'll usually go round again. I started from this point, and I'll go from this point to check my answer. Alright, but I have a method that is easier. Okay, I have a method that is easier. Okay, alright, so I'm going to leave out that method. Okay, but to check your work, you can go back from this point, and then you can do it in any way that is comfortable for you. You can decide to pick all the 1.5, alright, pick all the 4s, pick all the 3s, and then go over it and you'll have your answer, right? So you can go back like this and see if you get the answer, alright? So let me just pick all the 1.5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 1.5 times 6, and that will be 6 times 5 is 30, 0, 3, 6 times 1 is 6, plus 3 is 9. So that's 9.0, alright? So all the 1.5, alright? Then we have the whole numbers, so I could just add all the whole numbers, okay? Or I take all the 3s now. 3, 2, 3. So we have 3 3s, alright? That's another 9. For the 3s, we have 9, alright? Then for 2s, we have 1, 2, alright? So for 2 times 2 is 4, alright? For then 4, how many 4s are there? 1 and 2, alright? For 4s, we have 2, that's 2 times 4, which is 8.0, right? And I believe I've captured all of them, right? Okay, so I can add together 9 plus 9 is 18, 18 plus 4 is 22, and 22 plus 8 is 30, alright? So that is our perimeter. Okay, so if you know another method you can use to solve this, that'll be very easy. I actually wanted to give us a different method, but I didn't want to confuse what I've done here, right? So I'll leave that for another video. Okay, so first, what should you do? Find the length of the missing lines, alright? Find the length of the missing lines carefully, and then add everything together, and you have your answer, right? Then your method of addition could be different. You don't need to actually go in any particular order. Just do what will give you the correct answer, alright? Don't forget, if you have any method, any other method we could use, do it to share. Thank you. Bye.